Reading for July 2nd, Science of Mind, A Philosophy, a Faith, a Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 284, paragraph 5, through page 285, paragraph 4, using inclusive language. Spiritual knowing is correct mental treating. Love is the impulsion of mental treatment. A consciousness of the divine presence in the one we are seeking to help is necessary, for we must provide different mental equivalents for healing than those which create disease. If the manifest universe is the outward form of the thought of spirit, if it is a result of the self-knowingness of God, and if we are of like nature to the Supreme Mind, then it follows that in giving a mental treatment we are going through a mental process of self-knowing. Consequently, only that kind of treatment will be effective that knows it will be effective. This is the true meaning of faith, for faith is not a foolish fancy, it is a dynamic fact. The treatment will find an outward correspondence in the objective world which will exactly equal the inward conviction when it is given, plus the necessity of its finding mental acceptance by the one for whom it is given. The more we think this over, the more rational it will appear to be. Faith in God is such a complete conviction that the Spirit will make the gift, that there is no longer any subjective contradiction. This faith can exist only in such degree as the conviction is in line with reality. We cannot believe that any law of the universe will ever change its own nature because we desire it to do so. As we come into the spiritual realm, which is the perfectly natural and normal realm, we have to come into it in its own nature. It is a unity. There must be nothing vicious in it. Remember what Jesus said. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled with thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Why? Because we cannot enter into peace while we are in a state of confusion. It cannot be done. We cannot manifest love when we have a mental equivalent of hate in our hearts and minds.